what you're seeing behind me here, you see the sun symbol here, and you see all kinds of small mirrors, well, and a lot of flowers in it. Well, I'm gonna break down that monument they've placed over there, because you see it at more places in this mall. Today it's a holiday, so many stores are closed. Well, you'll see it behind me soon again. Hold on. You see it? There you have one in another form. But some people think that those monuments are just decorations. Decorations to make the mall pleasant. No, it's not. I can get into serious trouble for revealing this to you guys. But as you know of me, I don't really care about that. I will reveal it anyway. So I'm going to break it down. In many public places where business people and also the government and unfortunately also sometimes churches are involved, they are making small contracts. With small I mean they're not intense contracts, but they make small contracts at witch doctors. And often it's in the form of, hold on, it's right over there. I'll continue, guys, don't worry, I just need to look at something. Just keep in mind all that I've spoke about. If I can't find it here, I don't know. Yes, it's over there. Now we can charge my chip cards. Good. But before I charge I'm going to finish what I've started. Often they go and they make small contracts at witch doctors. And the whole goal of those contracts are to basically get some spirits to watch over their stores, to watch over the environment, and so that those spirits can impact the aura of the people in order to act in a manner that the people want. So in malls you will see you have those decorations, and you only see a decoration and you may think it's artistic, but hold on, still opening this. Almost open. Yes, I did it. Anyway, in those decorations are charmed objects where demon spirits are residing. And those demon spirits, whenever you walk into such a place, you are being placed under a spell. Does that mean that you're becoming victimized immediately when you enter in? No. You're not immediately victimized. It may be that the spell does. It can be even that the spell doesn't even affect you, but you're still under a spell. And they do this in order to preserve their, how do I say it, to preserve their system, their company, everything that's dear unto them. And why? Because the economics of this world works through spells. Don't get me wrong, there are Christians that are involved in the economics of the world. That's true. And they are not aware of it, but they are often using methods of the world to remain successful in their area, but they are not aware that they are participating in the unfruitful works of darkness. So When, or for example, let's say that, hold on, I need to put something in. Okay. For example, let's say that you see that decoration over there, and you think, oh, it's a beautiful decoration. Let's say you place such a decoration in your store or around your home also. What you're basically doing is you are participating in a charm. And by participating in a charm, you are contributing to harming other people's life. Because think about this. This capitalist system is only kept in place because people are avoiding reality. People are looking for an escape from reality. That's why people go shopping often. Or if they don't have money, they go window shopping. You see, we have guys and also women who are involved in drugs and all kinds of stuff just to have money to show off so they can feel relieved. Okay? So this whole economic system is only kept in place by abusing and taking advantage of people's disadvantages. Okay? So that's why they are making those products that you don't need, and that's why they are going to witch doctors to pay for those spells to keep you in a disadvantage, that you will keep on coming to the store to get something that you don't need. You see? So next time you're walking in a mall and you see a decoration, it's not just a decoration. There's a charm upon it. And many, if not most of those owners of those businesses over there, they are very well aware of it. That's why as a born-again Christian, there are many places where you cannot have a job, because the moment you get a job over there, your presence will probably disturb the demonic spirits. That's one thing. And your presence disturbing the demonic spirits will also impact the income of that business, but also will chase customers away, because the only reason those customers are coming there is because of the charm. And so if your presence over there will basically harm the business. So when you are applying for a job and you are going to a charmed business, the first thing that happens is your job application will be taken in. Let's say you have all the requirements for the job. The next thing they will do is they will go to a clairvoyant woman or someone that practices divination, and they are doing this to inform. Let them say they go to the one that practices divination, whether it's a clairvoyant woman or a male witch, and they give the witch or the clairvoyant woman your job application, and they are saying, okay, this guy or this woman applied for this job. He or she has the requirements, but I want you to do a checkup on this individual. The clairvoyant woman then goes into a trance. However they do it, sometimes with alcohol or with drugs, their problem. Anyway, they go into a trance, and the demon spirits will look at your job application, and some of the demon spirits will go to the spiritual world, whether it's in the seas or in the second heaven that's above the earth's atmosphere, and they will inform at the demonic databases, because listen, fallen angels and demons, they have databases, they have a whole administration over there, and they are going to inform in the archives who this guy or woman is. And they will even, when necessary, go to other demonic spirits that has monitored you your whole life long. Because you have monitoring spirits that monitor people 24/7. Okay? And if they find out that you have a drug problem or you are from an abusive household, you see, all your information, those demon spirits will come back with, and they will give all that information to the clairvoyant woman or the witch that is practicing divination. When this happens, the witch will tell the owners of the business, the ones that will decide if you get a job or not. The employer will receive all the information that demon spirits give to the witch. Now the demons will not tell everything, but just realize this. Don't think that just because you don't have a Facebook account, or just because you don't talk too much, that your life is private. No, it's not. Demon spirits have archives of almost every human being walking this earth. And when someone goes to a clairvoyant individual, they can get almost every information about you. Also things you don't want people to know. So, let's say that you graduated college and you want to work at a kindergarten. You're a young lady, you want to work at the kindergarten, work with children, that's your passion. You're a Christian, you're loving the Lord. And let's say that you used to have 2 boyfriends in your past that were abusive, and you're quite embarrassed about it, you see? And let's say you still have an open wound about the issue. It can happen that there are a lot of women who have open wounds. So, when you apply at the kindergarten, your employer, often the director of the kindergarten, no, not director, director is Dutch. No, in English I use another word. Let me just say your employer. Your employer decides to go to a clairvoyant. And the clairvoyant sees your past, because the demon spirits tell everything to the clairvoyants about your life, about what they've recorded in the archives. And they will also tell about those 2 boyfriends and the wounds that are still in your life. So your employer is aware of this, and your employer thinks, hold on a minute, there's an open wound in her life, so there's some open door in her life through which we can manipulate her with our spells. And then they will call you back and say, you have the job. And you are happy, you are thinking, the Lord has provided. You see? Not being aware that before your first day of employment begins, before you make your first hour at the job, they've already made some incantations, some spells upon you, and placed it upon you while you were working there. You see? So your employer now has more advantage over you. Some of the other employees are also aware of it. Maybe also some of the parents who have children over there, because often those parents are also into witchcraft and Satanism. They have an advantage over you more than you're aware of. And that's why they're so friendly towards you, because they know they have you on, and at least in their mind, they have you under control. There's always something they can use against you, or something they can use to manipulate you and take over you. You see? But let's say you are a young woman also, and you have no open wounds, you're completely healed. If you apply for a job then, and the clairvoyant tells the employer, this woman has no open wound in her life, she's saved, she's serving the Lord, and her eyes are open. Then the employer will say, no, we cannot hire this individual. Because if she comes here, she will see and know the stuff we don't want her to see. She is going to see that we are indoctrinating those children with Satanism without the children being aware of it, to serve our master Satan. You see, that's what they're thinking. So that we will not get a job. You see, Christians need to stop living in La La Land and begin to see reality for what it really is. Because I can tell you guys, there were many places that I'm not talking about job applications. I'm just talking about, for example, joining an organization, or getting involved in a group, or making contact with other people who also like photography, just like me. You see, I show them my portfolio, my talent that I have with my experience with photography. Others have more experience, so I think, okay, we can help each other out. Such basic things. And often I was not allowed, or I was cast out. And at the time I didn't understand why. But when years passed by, I began to understand it. Because, listen to me, there are many people who graduate college or university or they receive a promotion or an award, but they only achieved it through shadow witchcraft. And the only reason why they have a certain position or a certain, how do I say it? The only reason why they have certain qualities is because of the charm of the demonic spirits that are attached to them. The moment such an individual comes near a Christian who, the moment such an individual comes near a Christian, those demon spirits become uncomfortable. So also the performance of that individual will go down. And if you have a Christian who has an open wound, who has an open door, then maybe those demons will permit the charmed individual to be around the Christian. But if the Christian is fully walking in the Lord, then that individual who is charmed will back off from you. Not because they have anything against you, but because those demons who are around them and in them, they cannot handle your presence. Because where you are, there's the presence of God himself. The glory of Jesus Christ is shining through you. So, think about all of this, people. Don't just make decisions in life based upon logic or based upon culture. You see, you need to walk in the Spirit. So you need to have discernment to see what's going on in the Spirit. And that's the issue with many Christians. They have no, the Holy Spirit is in them. That's true. But they're not fasting. They're not praying. They're not spending time in the presence of God. That's why they lack discernment. They lack understanding. You see? Because when you lack understanding, listen to me. When you lack understanding and you have open doors in your life, Satanists and Luciferians, witch dogs, and all those other people who are involved into the occult, they will do whatever they can to get a hold of you. Why? For two reasons. First, to destroy you. Because many of those people who are in the cult, they hate Christians, hate true Christians. Secondly, if they don't hate true Christians, then it is to take advantage of you. That's the second option. That's the second reason why they will do it. That's why you see there a lot of Satanists who are dedicated and devoted to the dark arts. That's why you see many of them joining Christian churches, they join Christian activities, they join Christian organizations, and they even are looking for Christian friends. I even had one of those Satanists looking for a connection with me on Facebook. You see? He had certain questions about how to drive a demon out of people. I told him clearly, if you don't have Christ Jesus, you cannot drive out any spirits. And that individual who's trying to drive things out, he needs to repent. And you see, but he didn't want to have any trouble, but you see, he just wanted me around to